think and break me.
Hi guys, I'm Emma. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're brand new then thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you like to stick around and join us in all of our adventures. You can do that by hitting the little subscribe button, it's just down there, and if you do hit the subscribe button then please make sure to turn the notification bell as well, and then you'll be notified every single time that we post. So this video is a little bit different. Each year on my birthday or around my birthday I make a list of goals for the year. So I know a lot of people do this at New Year, and I do like to do this at New Year as well as like a recap. But on my birthday this is when I'm like, I'm going to take this really seriously because next year I'm going to be a year older and I want to have achieved all of these things, or at least gave it a go. So last year I made a list, and obviously we're still in a pandemic, but then we were right in the middle of the pandemic. So my list was probably a little bit out there. But I've written down on this little bit of paper all of the things that I wanted to achieve before my next birthday, which is coming up in the next week or so, and I want to go and see if I have achieved any of them, or, well, I already know, but I want to share with you whether I've achieved them or not. And what I find interesting about this is that I didn't go back before today and look at this list. And some of the things on there are obviously things I just thought at the time, oh, that would be cool if I did that. So it'd be interesting to see which ones I did manage to do and which ones I didn't, because it's not a full 10 out of 10, honestly, but it's almost. So let's start with number one, which is the obvious. It's always on our bucket lists whenever we make one, and it's travel. Specifically in the last video I said I wanted to go to Florida in the February because we had a trip booked with Bob and Kelly, and we were so certain that we were going to be going because this was July, so we had a full like 6 months, 7 months for everything to all get normal, and we thought surely by then, which obviously we did not achieve, which is such a shame. The next one is UK travel, which we did do a little bit of. The travel was restricted for a really long time during this last year, so we weren't allowed like out of Wiltshire and into other places, so we didn't get as much UK travel done as we would have liked, but we did go down to Devon and we went up to Norfolk. Those vlogs are coming out now, so you can watch them if you want. So we did a little bit, not as much as I would like, but we did a little bit. And two specific places that I put on my list last year were Oxford and Liverpool. Those were just two cities that I really wanted to see. We managed to go to Oxford. It was obviously different because we're all still wearing masks when we went, and everything wasn't really open properly, but we did go, but we haven't been to Liverpool, so that's a shame. But I feel like that was like a 50-50 one. We almost got some. Okay, number two on my list was reading. I wanted to get some more books read. I think I must have had a really rubbish reading year the year before, which I always hate when that happens. But this year's actually been going great. So I set my yearly goal this year for 25 books from January, and I'm already 18 in, so I think I'm going to smash it, which is really good. And I've been trying to read more varying things, so I'm listening to audiobooks of like self-help and stuff, which I think I always like to take those kind of books with a pinch of salt. Like I like to listen to what they're saying, but then we're still able to make up our own minds about these things. So like I read and listened to The Secret, which is all about manifesting and things like that, and I do think to an extent that is something we can do as humans, but now I'm listening to The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Beep, which is kind of completely the opposite to The Secret, and I also think that that is a thing. So I think just exploring these books, especially the ones that aren't fiction, because I love a fiction book and that's what I like to like physically read, but when I'm audiobooking it can be something a little bit different. Yeah, I think that's what I like about it. Like I can believe in The Secret and I can also believe in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Beep. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've been enjoying that. Anyway, I am back to the goal. I definitely will hit the goal by the end of the year. So that one is a big thumbs up. So we're 50-50 and a thumbs up so far. Number three, I put down I wanted to embroider or sew. I don't think I successfully did this one at all. So I haven't done any sewing. I do now have a sewing machine, which is just there, which is what I'm pointing at, just there. but I haven't even taken it out of the box, so that's something I should do. I did give embroidery a go. I got some of those packs with, like, it comes with the ring and all the thread and the canvas. Is it canvas? I don't know, the fabric and stuff. But the one I got, I think maybe was a little bit too intimidating for me, and I couldn't wrap my head around it, so I took it out of the box, looked at it and was like, nope, can't do this, put it straight back in. So that one is a big fat fail. But I don't know, I thought about it. Number 4 is one that I have managed to do, and that was organisation. I wanted to, so like I said in the last video, which I'll leave a link to that video in case you're interested in what my goals were, but I am telling you so. I wanted to be able to, like, plan ahead as to, like, okay, well, we want to do this, so we'll do it that date. Whereas, like, I'm good day to day. I plan out my day to day, but I don't know when it's I didn't know when it's anyone's birthday. I didn't know anyone's addresses, but I've got that down now. It's all in my planner, so if I ever lose my planner, I'm done for. But yeah. Number 5. So organisation was a thumbs up. I've done that one. Number 5 was crafts, which obviously I did because I got a Cricut, and there's a few Cricut videos on my on our playlists now. If you want to watch them, you are more than welcome. And if you've got any ideas of what I can make with my Cricut, then leave me a comment down below, because I've been loving playing with it. And also specifically ears I put, and I've done a few more pairs of ears, and I'm getting more confident with, like, how to make them. So yeah, I think I did that one too. So number 6 was visit family. It's still been really tricky to visit family. I know, like, anybody in the UK can, like, sympathise, but we were still kind of like, we were in a tier system for a while. We weren't allowed, my family live in Manchester, a lot of them live in Manchester, so they were on, like, the highest tier, whereas we here were in, like, the middle tier, so we couldn't visit them and they couldn't visit us. So it's been tricky. I have managed to see my family. We did a charity walk last weekend or the weekend before, and I got to see my uncles and my aunties then. That was nice. And I've seen my nana a couple of times since last year, so I'd like to be able to see her more, obviously, but when the world gets more back to normal and we can make sure we're doing it in a healthy way and a safe way, then I can see my nana as much as I like, which will be really nice. I really miss seeing, like, my cousins and their babies. I saw one cousin and her babies, and it just makes me miss, like, seeing them. They're growing up so quickly, and, like, we don't get to see them enough as it is, so, but we will. Number 7 was saving. We were hoping by this time last year, we were hoping by this time this year that we would be in a position to buy a house, and we kind of are. The savings are there. We're happy that we could do it, but we want to hold off a little bit because of the housing market at the moment. Nothing's really coming up that we like. We booked a trip in October. We've just been trying to, like, plod along until everything's back to normal. So it probably will be next year now. I mean, so technically we did because the savings are there, but we also are just taking a little break from, like, thinking about it, and we're just going to do it when it feels right and we're ready. So it'll probably be next year somewhere now, but we're ready. So I think that one's a win. Number 8 is the theatre. Obviously we didn't, I mean, we could now do that, but up until, like, a month ago the theatres weren't even open, so we couldn't do that at all. We did watch Shrek the Musical at home though, since then. We watched Hamilton. I think we'd already seen that in the last video, but Shrek the Musical we watched a couple of months ago, and John really enjoyed it. So number 9 is the one that has been baffling me with this. I was saying about, like, it's so strange because we didn't look back at the goals and stuff, and then it's really weird to see kind of, like, what's come of it. So number 9 was home improvements, and it was specifically storage and a studio to film in. Now, the green screen might give it away, but we actually have a studio now, kind of. So it's set up as well as it can be. We're in a spare bedroom. You guys are obviously on the camera there. We've got the 2 lights there, and behind me is a green screen. This stays up permanently, and all we have to do is, like, plonk the camera on and move one chair. So it's really easy. It does take up space in the spare room, which is annoying, but it's as good as we can get for now. Yeah, so it's amazing how, like, without really thinking about it, obviously it was there in the back of our minds, but we now have a studio. and we've been doing okay with the storage. We've been sorting through things slowly, trying to get things organised. I'm like a clothes and shoes hoarder. I can't help it. So I do need to sort that out. But everything is away and in storage and has its own place, so we're definitely doing better with that. And the very last one, unfortunately, is not one that we did hit, but it really doesn't matter. So the very last goal was a YouTube goal, and we wanted to hit 2,000 subscribers by this time this year, by now. And we're currently on like 1,450 something, and now we're at this point. Obviously, we're grateful for every single subscriber, and I think what has been more important is the support and the friendships that have been growing throughout, especially throughout the lockdown, because sometimes the only people we speak to in a week were YouTube friends, or like obviously family as well, but you get to see each other's faces online, you get to see what everybody's up to, even if it's just hanging out in their own houses. So I feel like the friendships that we've made are more important than the 2,000 subscribers. Obviously it would have been nice, I'm not gonna lie and pretend that it doesn't matter, but I'm not gonna lie and pretend it wasn't a goal, because it was. But I still am really proud of the channel. I'm proud of the content that we put out, and I'm proud of like the things that we're being able to do and create. It's going to be something we can look back on and see all the things we actually did get up to in 2020 and 2021, because we were looking through the scrapbook the other day, and obviously we're like, we've done nothing for like 2 years and it's rubbish and we've been locked in our house, and you know, but we've been on days out when we've been allowed. We've been to Norfolk, we've been to Devon, we've made new friends. So yeah, I think the goal was there because I think it's good to have a goal, but we didn't make it, and that is absolutely fine too. We're just so grateful for every single one of you that has subscribed, and if you're not subscribed yet, you can do it just down there. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have reached some of your goals from last year, and we'll be setting some new ones in a couple of weeks, so look forward to seeing that video. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!